Anybody talk about it?
Shoulder this part and then try to get lower.
Okay.
It's really easy to get lifted.
Yeah, can be.
Go for that gap between the tight end, or the loose head and the hooker.
Okay. Well, yeah, it's a good point because if you look at the fulcrum of the scrum, right? Tight head's a fucking lot harder, right? Because the fulcrum of the scrum is sitting off about the right shoulder of their hooker and the left shoulder of your hooker, right? So that's the longer side of the lever, right? So if you think about physics and you think about a lever, right? The longer side of the lever's got a hell of a lot more power coming at it, and that's why the tight head's so fucking hard, right? You've got pressure on your outside. It just naturally, that's the way the scrum wants to screw. So as a tight head, again, we're going to work hopefully this season a bunch of what if scenarios, right? Right shoulder, left shoulder. What if they're trying to walk around us? What if they're trying to pull us, etc. But for now, as a tight head, I want you guys to think of your base scrum is always working up and out, right? Because if you think about it, you're always going to have that long side of the lever coming at you. And if you don't work slightly up and out, it's going to be real tough. Now, there are going to be opportunities and times when we're going to attack that midway point. There's going to be times when we're going to, within the rules, go after the hooker, right? And we'll have calls and there'll be appropriate times for that. But for now, I want you to think about working out and up. And you made a good point about staying low, right? When I used to target, I used to think about almost like the inside of his left knee. And I'm not saying we're going to turn, we're always pushing in a straight line, right? But we want to slightly change our focus from straight ahead to slightly up and out, if that makes any sense at all. And when we progress more, we can get your lock and your flanker to work with you. The other thing is, when you talk about not letting him up underneath you, the less space you can give him here, the better off you're going to be. Just as a matter of surface area. If there's less surface area he's going to make contact with, the harder it is going to be to push against you. So on engaged, we want to think about get a legal bind, right? You might get some shithead refs that try to, but to me that's a legal bind. And then it's head out and elbow in. You're not pulling him down, but you're closing away that space so he's got nothing to push against. He can't get up under you. Does that make sense? Another really simple technique that I learned is if you press your tongue up against the roof of your mouth. Sorry, it just locks everything in place, right? So that being said, loose heads, what are we going to try to do?
Try to get it good.
Yes, right? That space that this guy's going to try to take away from us, we want to work. He wants to work up and out. We want to work down and in slightly, right? I mean, if we can get up underneath. Okay, good tight head. If we can get and work right underneath his sternum and he can get his chest opened up, right? And whereas he wants a flat back, boom, if we can get that fucking pop slightly with our flat back pushing straight, we're going to win. So all I want you guys to do is just a couple of one-on-one engages.
Good stuff.
Right? Watch me engage. Watch me engage against somebody else, just anybody. Right? Your head's up like this, there's no way you're going to be able to engage. You had to dip your head, boom, and automatically your ass came up. As opposed to neutral neck position, like I said, sunglasses are sitting low on your nose. I can see his knee every time just looking up through the top of my eyes, right? So that when I get launched in, touch, pause, engage, I'm just straight in instead of dipping my head. Okay? One other coaching point. Let's look at it. Let's look at it again. Down and in. You're trying to eat up that territory. What are you doing?
Close gap.
I don't like this because that's not what we're doing. We're still pushing forward, but we're changing our focus.
Up and down.
Punch bonnet. Take away that surface area for him to attack. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah, looks like it's ready.
Jesus. Let's get some reps anyway.
Go get some reps in, guys. We'll
crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Break. Okay. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's get that.
Yeah. But what do you think? What do you think caused him to push you backwards more than anything?
Yeah. Faster.
Eating the mark. Right. Here we go. Anticipate the engage. That engage. Right. Here we go.
Okay.
keep in mind too what we're working on.
Go ahead. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Paul.
Right. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Break. Okay. Anticipated a little bit, but right. I'd rather have that. But what did you feel that it wasn't forward, going forward, falling down? Right. Your hips were higher than your shoulders. Okay. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Break. Break. Okay. What did you guys feel there? Hooker?
Flank.
Flanker, okay. No, that's all right. I like that position. Do you think realistically, as a flanker, you think you're going to be able to do that? There you go.
Like that.
All right, so let's, no more than heel toe. Stand back up, okay? So I don't want you guys. Right here, look at me. Look at me. Just turn your head. There you go. Big chest. Okay. Coming up, one last thing I want you to think about. This gets to more when we start binding. Because stay here when we get to assembly. But did anybody notice arm positions here, right? Front row. We're really going to talk about this a lot. But in general, when we talk about binding, we're going to be able to deliver our most power when everything is close to our center of gravity. What position are you? Hooker?
And loose head.
Okay. Why don't you set up as a loose head? Help him out, guys. What do you think? That's good. You just get a quick clip of it. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Break. We can get it on film so you can feel the difference.
Pause. Engage.
Something new, so it wasn't fast.
Good hit, boys. Good hit. Break.
We need to walk through it. I don't want you to know if it's from step here.
Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage. Crouch. Touch. Pause. Engage.
Part of that is going to be on the front row. That's what we're setting it.
Touch. Pause. Engage. Break.
Okay.
You playing eight?
Lean in. And go. And go. And go. And go. One more. And go. Break. And go. And go. One more. And go. Break. And go. And go. And go.
Drop that ass deep.
And go. One more. And go. Pause. Engage. Hold. Touch the pressure. Touch the pressure. And go. Good will. Drop your shins, Jared.
Release.
Break.